The day the baby came home, the Maine Coon watched from the stairs. His name was Leo. He was a big cat, bigger than most, with a magnificent coat of silver-gray fur and calm, golden eyes. People who met him often called him the gentle giant, but no one truly understood the depth of that gentleness. Until that day. Leo had been the quiet ruler of the house for 4 years. He was an observant, thoughtful creature who never seemed to be in a hurry. His world was one of warm windowsills, slow, sun-drenched mornings, and the comforting embrace of silence. But the baby's arrival changed everything. When Noah, the newborn, let out his first cry inside the house, Leo's ears twitched, instantly alert. He didn't run away. He didn't hide under the bed like some cats might. Instead, with deliberate, measured steps, he walked toward the sound. He paused at the doorway of the nursery, sat down, and simply watched. He saw the tiny human wrapped tightly in a soft blanket. The baby's face was red, his little hands trembling as a powerful cry filled the room. Leo blinked slowly, a sign of trust and ease in the feline world. Then he did something that surprised everyone. He lay down right next to the crib, his large body a silent sentinel on the floor. It was as if he understood. As if he had made a conscious decision. This little one, this new life, matters. In the days that followed, Leo became a constant, silent presence in Noah's life. He never left the baby's side. He would sleep peacefully beside the crib, a furry guardian watching over Noah's dreams. He sat patiently near the changing table, observing the daily routines. He would follow the parents from room to room, always keeping a respectful distance but never letting the baby out of his sight. If Noah cried, Leo would stand up, his ears perked, ready. If the baby slept, Leo slept too, his own breathing a quiet, steady rhythm in the room. The new parents quickly noticed. "He's like a little bodyguard," the mother whispered one night, watching the big cat. Leo's tail rested flat on the floor, a picture of absolute calm. He was protective, he was present. One sunny afternoon, Noah was lying on his parents' bed while his mother folded clothes nearby. Leo, with his usual grace, jumped up slowly. He didn't rush toward the baby. He stopped a few feet away and waited, as if asking for permission. Noah's tiny hand waved in the air, a random, uncoordinated movement. And then it made contact. His small fingers brushed against Leo's thick, warm fur. Leo didn't move. He didn't flinch or pull away. Instead, he gently lowered his head just a little, inviting the touch, making it easier for the baby to feel his soft coat, and for the first time Noah smiled at the cat. In response, Leo began to purr. It wasn't a small, quiet purr. It was a deep, rumbling sound that seemed to vibrate through the entire room, a sound of pure contentment. That single moment solidified a bond that was already forming. Weeks turned into months. As Noah grew stronger, Leo grew even closer. When Noah was placed on a playmat on the floor, Leo would lie right beside him, his body a warm, furry barrier. When the baby giggled and laughed, Leo would watch with quiet adoration. And when visitors came to see the new baby, Leo positioned himself subtly but surely between the strangers and Noah, a silent protector making his intentions clear. The big cat never showed a hint of aggression, only presence, only care. Then came the night that everything was different. The house was still, wrapped in the deep silence of midnight. Suddenly Leo stood up. His ears were pressed back against his head and his whole body went rigid. His instincts were screaming that something was terribly wrong. Noah's breathing, usually a soft, steady sound, had changed. It was too quiet, too shallow, too slow. Without a second's hesitation, Leo leaped into the crib. He began meowing not his usual soft calls, but loud, sharp, urgent cries. He meowed again and again, a desperate alarm that cut through the silence. The mother stirred, then woke up. "Leo, what's wrong?" she whispered, her voice thick with sleep. And then she froze. She saw her son. Noah's color wasn't right. She snatched him from the crib immediately and called for help. At the hospital, the doctors confirmed their fears. They said that if they had waited even a little longer, the outcome could have been tragically different. Later, a nurse looked over at Leo, who had been brought along and was sitting quietly in his carrier. She said softly, "That cat saved your child's life." Leo just sat there, calm again, as if he had only done what was expected of him. From that night on, the bond between them was unbreakable. Leo always slept near Noah, a constant guardian through the night. As Noah grew, he learned to crawl. And his first instinct was always to crawl toward Leo. If Noah cried, Leo was already by his side, nuzzling him gently. When Noah laughed, Leo would watch with half-closed eyes, purring in contentment. Some people would say, "Oh, it's just a cat," but the family knew better. They knew Leo was so much more. Years passed. Noah took his very first wobbly steps while holding onto Leo's thick fur for support. The gentle giant moved with incredible care, matching every tiny uncertain step. Now a toddler, Noah would rest his head on Leo's warm, fluffy side during his afternoon naps. 2 hearts. 2 lives, 1 extraordinary bond. Sunlight streams into the living room. Noah is sleeping soundly on a rug, one small arm draped around Leo's neck in a loving embrace. And Leo lies beside him, eyes open, watching, always watching. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it purrs quietly and never, ever leaves. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more.